Hi everybody. I am coming to you at the end of day one at the Hope for Cancer Treatment Center in Cancun. I am at my resort and I swear I did my hair this morning. Washed it, shampooed it, dried it, curled it, and then at the end of my day at the center, I was blessed to have a relaxation massage. So there's a bit of oil in my hair. So that's what I'm dealing with right now, and the wind and the humidity in Cancun making my hair all frizzy. But I know you don't want to hear about that, so I am going to share with you my day at the Hope for Cancer Treatment Center in Cancun. I got there and I had a driver. A driver every day will pick me up and drop me off. And since it was my first day, my parents were able to go with me. So I had a driver pick me up, and thanks, Sean. I am a bit tired, but but I feel good. So yeah. So I will take the tired to how good I'm feeling. But so I had a driver pick me up, and at I think it was 7:50 this morning, with my parents, and then it's about a 10-minute drive, and he pointed out some different places for us to go see and check out, and there's actually an organic restaurant probably about a 15-minute walk from the hotel, so me and my parents are going to go there tonight. But we get to the treatment center, and the first thing we get in there, give them the papers that I filled out. They give me additional papers to fill out. A chef comes up to me, greets me, and they ask my blood type. And back in 2014, when I was diagnosed, I started to eat for my blood type. Some people do it, some people have never even heard of it. To me, it was something that resonated with me because your blood is what keeps you going. So why not feed it what's good for it? So I am a rare blood type, AB negative, and I thought it was so cool that they asked me that because a doctor in the States never asks you what's your blood type. So that was one of the first questions, and there was a big fish aquarium, and just the feeling that I had when I walked in there and was sitting there and just seeing the different rooms was that I felt like I was in a sci-fi film. So oh, sorry. So Sean, you're gonna get me distracted. I should hold all questions to the end. But no, I'm joking. So the eating for your blood type is, I'm gonna answer this and then I'm gonna get through my day and then I'll go back and answer questions and say hi to people. But eating for your blood type is just whatever blood type you are. There's a book out there by D'Adamo. The one that I have. And it just says foods that are beneficial for you, neutral, and then that are avoid. So there's different foods that you obviously should eat to help benefit you with anything, and then foods that are just like neutral, that they're not going to help you or not harm you, and then foods that you should avoid. And I noticed I would never felt right eating chicken, and that was one of the avoids. So that was just something, and it goes through different liquids and spices and herbs and all the different fish, fruits, vegetables, legumes, and different, there's a whole bunch of stuff, and just what would be beneficial for your blood type and, help with your health, and then what you should avoid. So definitely check it out. Just Google it. Would be the quickest and easiest way to do it. And it's funny because not many people know their blood type, which I think is so interesting. I think that should be something that's given to you as soon as you're given your social security number. But so they asked that question, and then I got a little bit of a tour. I went back into the room where my parents weren't allowed, and it's just for patients and the doctors. And there were just little chairs. I took a picture and I posted it on Instagram. And it's kind of like the infusion chair in a chemotherapy room. So I know if anyone has followed my videos before, you'll know what that looks like. And so there's just a whole bunch of probably 2 rows of 5. And the view was just of you know, ocean and blue and palm trees and sand, and it was just amazing. And it just was so beautiful and relaxing, and everybody there, the minute I walked in, were so nice, so loving, not just other patients, and everybody's laughing and all upbeat. And so it's not just the patients, but it's the nurses, the doctors, the chefs, the wait staff, the cleaning crew. Everybody is so nice and loving, and it is such a good feeling. So I sit down in an open chair, and everybody's greeting themselves. I met so many people. A guy named John. There were two guys there that came back for their yearly checkup, and they looked amazing. They showed me their before pictures and then their after pictures, and it was just incredible, the difference of how they looked. Before, when either the one guy, he was receiving chemotherapy and radiation, and then after his trip here a year ago. So it was very inspiring. So I met them, and everyone's sharing their stories of, what they have and just what they've been through. So that was going on, and then I had blood work done, and it was quite interesting because the way she put the needle in the vein, and then it was like there was nothing attached to the end, and she would just drip my blood into a vial, and there was 4 vials that they took. And then between each vial, to stop the blood from coming out, she would push down on my arm. And I don't know, it was so cool. And I keep saying the sci-fi feeling, so hopefully I can get a video when I'm there. They don't really like the use of cell phones, but I've seen other people using it, so that's why I was sneaking pictures. So they got the blood work, and then they just taped it up, so they didn't have to prick me again to use it for my infusions. And then I had a vitamin C drip, and which was maybe an hour, and then a vitamin. I had a B17 drip, and then from there I went and I met with my doctor, and he just, I asked some questions, or he asked me questions about my health history, about my parents, and just the different treatments that I've been on. So we went over all that stuff, and then from there I had an EKG and then a thorough exam from him. And I mean, he, did my reaction with the hit in the knees, and he looked in my nose, my ears, my throat. It was and everything there were no machines. He was doing it all himself. He was, tapping on my back, and I asked, what does the tapping do? And he says he can, different densities in your body, if there's gas inside the body, which gas sounds different than from a tumor or a mass. So they do a lot of tapping all over my back, and then I laid down and he did it on my front, and he did a lot of testing of my senses. And, I closed my eyes, and he would have a feather on different parts and asked, if I felt something, and then where I felt it. And then he did a tuning fork. So a lot of people, if you're into the energy stuff, and there's a lot of meditation and different energy work. There's a tuning fork, and it helps. I don't know the specifics of it, but I have used one before. I know for me, it's helped calm me in the past. So it was just this tool that he had, and he hit it, and then I had to tell him when it stopped vibrating against my head. So he did a whole, a thorough check like that. It was very interesting and very thorough. And he said everything seemed good. So from there, he kept telling me that I was getting a massage today. So excited about that. And he went over some of the treatments that I'll be getting. So today I had, and I have my cheat sheet in front of me, I had near infrared light therapy. I had about a half an hour of that. And then I had a pulsed electromagnetic fields. It's a PEMF, and that's what it stands for. And it improves circulation and cell metabolism. And it says our bodies are electric. Every heartbeat generates electromagnetic waves throughout the body throughout the blood vessels of the body, stimulating tissues at a cellular level. And it was pretty weird because I had that and it was like on my back and I'm sitting up against it and I'm just like vibrating. And that's when I was eating my lunch. I had lentil soup and then a juice and then a kombucha shot. So it was quite interesting because Gustavo is the chef, and I was like, Gustavo, you're gonna have to feed me. but it was really good, and I'm just with one day, I feel so much better. And I was like, I was telling people before I came, and I said in my video, like, I was nervous. This trip, this treatment had me emotional leading up to it, and just randomly when I would tell people, I would just start crying. And all day today, that fear is gone. I'm so stoked for tomorrow. I am so stoked for every day, and I have 21 more days of this, and I'm just so excited, and I'm so blessed, and I'm so honored because I just love inspiring people. And before I started this video, I was actually watching a friend of mine, his video on Facebook, Seth Bittner. I went to high school with him, and he started this thing of who inspires you. And he actually said that I inspired him and that my videos help him if he's feeling down or just negative. And that to me felt so good. He posted it on my page, on my regular page. And then he posted it on his. So Seth Bittner, thank you so much. That left me speechless, and just feels so good to know that I'm inspiring other people, and that this journey of mine that has been going on since 2014 is worth it. And I say that so much because I know everything happens for a reason, and you have to find the good in everything that you are faced with. And I am so blessed to have this happen to me and to be able to come to Cancun for 3 weeks to the Healing Center. And they also have one in Tijuana. So if that's more convenient for you, check them out. They're Hope for Cancer. It's an amazing experience. And I've only been here for one day at the center. So I will definitely continue to keep you posted every day. I am taking notes, and it's amazing because I actually did meet a girl from Jersey. So I'm going to be able to, have somebody close to me that I can talk to, and she has a lot of the holistic approach as well. So she has healers that she knows that she was telling me some things, and she's going to share them with me, so then I can share them with all of you, and into all these other therapies and modules that help you heal. And it's not that you just have to go to a doctor and get your script, and that's not really resolving the deeper issue and just satisfying and making those side effects more, or comfortable for you to handle. So I met a bunch of great people today, and I'm so excited that I'll be able to, at least share a week with some of them, because some of them are leaving. And I know I'm going to continue to meet, additional amazing people. And I found out I get Sundays off, so I can tour, some of Cancun, and I already found some great spiritual places here that I want to check out. So thank you, Sean. Thank you, everybody who's watching. Thank you. I appreciate everybody's support, everybody's messages that you sent to me. I've received so many texts and so many Facebook messages and Instagram messages, and it's just people who keep reminding me as to why I'm doing this, because it does get hard sometimes, and I do get sad. So I reach out to other people and have, I get inspiration from others. So I appreciate all of you. And again, I will continue to keep you posted. And if anybody has questions, send me a message. Make comments while I'm doing my live videos. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate them all. And I will keep you posted. Love and light always.